What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the final round of RMFantasy SXperts. I am Chase.
I'm Christian.
We got Josh behind the mic. Say hello, Josh.
What's up, guys?
Man, season has come and gone. Sad to say so. But shout out to everyone who has been watching these episodes live with us right here each and every week. We've been pumped. We've got a really good fan base. Spread the word. Let other people know about the show. We've had a blast this year. We got a lot to talk about today, including prizes and the AC jersey. Yes, that is up for grabs. We've been having a blast reading everybody's memes on the Discord.
Dude, it's the best meme source
out there. I love it. We need to do it next year a lot. Anyway, well, if you are just joining us, welcome. We're going to get right into it, dive into our race recap from Salt Lake City round 1. I guess Salt Lake City 1.
Yeah.
I don't want to confuse any people here.
Let's do it.
Ooh, greetings from Switzerland from Walter Beckman.
What time is it there?
I do not know. Are you a night owl? Is it the next day? All right.
A hardcore fan.
No kidding. All right, well, look, let's get the recap up here. Results from Salt Lake City 1. Muscan, Webb, Malcolm Stewart holding it down in third. Dylan Ferrandis. How about those star guys? Chase Sexton and the wild card, Jason Anderson. I don't know about you, Christian, but my points sucked.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, though. Somebody posted a meme, and it was literally me because I put Tomac to win, qualified fastest in both sessions, comes out. What does he do? Wins his heat race, and you're thinking, like, this is in the bag. Yeah. And then
he does what he does.
And then he does what Tomac does. Just got a mediocre start and fell over once, and then just kind of rode it home for the 10th place or whatever he got.
I had Sexton picked to win until he crashed. That's when I put Tomac in to win.
You picked Sexton to win?
I had him to win until he crashed in practice. Then I picked Tomac, and this is what I get.
Oh, geez. Well, look, let's throw up that lap chart real quick. We got that, Josh. Look, elephant in the room here. Ken Roczen, 2 weeks in a row, he did it. He went down, crashed.
While leading.
Cooper Webb just cruises by. Someone made a good little meme about how that's not striving and thriving.
No, it's not.
We'll probably show that one.
In all honesty, though, the round that points get dropped, it was good that it was a weird round like that. So
yeah, I don't
lose too many points, really.
But Finding Haley says she got to see the race in person. I was there, too. It was awesome racing to watch. The fans were super loud when, Malcolm Stewart was there trying to pass Webb. So, yeah, it was all really good. Well, anyway, did you see what happened to Jason Anderson? Did they show it on the broadcast?
I don't know, but he definitely had something happen.
Fell back something. I thought for sure he was going to be on the podium.
I was debating between him and Tomac. I'm picking who to win, honestly.
I don't know. It was kind of weird. But look, let's talk about some highlights here.
What do we got?
Well, first of all, 13 riders in the 250 Heat 1 gate and only 2 factory bikes. This is not good. This is not good.
The LCQ did not look good.
On TV, it doesn't look as bad, but when they show like a head-on shot and you just see a whole bunch of empty gates, it doesn't look good for the sport, in my opinion. It's just, what do we got to do to get more riders out there?
It's going to be full.
Do we need to combine the 2 coasts?
It'll be full, tomorrow when both coasts are out there.
Yeah, I don't know. My opinion, here's a thought. Combine the 250 West and 250 East Coast, and each team will just take their top 4 guys or whoever, top 3, I don't know. And then the other guys that maybe just quite aren't ready for the 250 class, make some sort of.
Do you want another class?
Not on the night of racing, or maybe they just do one race. I don't know. Make a
more
third
starts,
class.
the better.
Make a third class where these guys are just racing to get experience, but they're not in the main 250 class, and allow them to, work their way into the 250s. That way you have more people on the gate for 250. I don't know. I
think you have to figure out sponsorship and funding to make that happen.
No, I'm not saying I have all the answers. I'm just saying simply it doesn't look very good, in my opinion, when there's 13 guys. How many guys were in the LCQ? Like 6?
It was like 6. Yeah, it didn't look good. My thought is put more showdowns. More East-West showdowns. Why do we only have 1?
Do you guys think it was an anomaly, though? Because not all the rounds have been like that.
No.
It's just once they got to Salt Lake.
I think it's because the season was wrapping up and a lot of riders that hadn't been making it probably just didn't see it worth it to go. I don't know.
The East Coast also just has a lot of guys hurt right now, but that's why I'm saying if you combine the coasts, it's a non-issue, right?
I know a lot of those dudes are privateers. They have a hard time getting from race to race. My thing still, Put a couple more showdowns in there and spice it up.
I understand, like, enjoy life. The funds are an issue, but, I mean, these teams are going to all the races already. I'm just saying have everyone all, just like 450s, just have one 250 class, and then maybe keep some of your other riders in a separate league, if you want to call it that, and have them just get ready. So
Sean Powell's saying to have a women's race. Get Ashley Fiolek, Jessica Patterson back out there. I agree. Yeah. That would be cool.
Oh, man.
Or we get some old NASCAR guys back in there doing whole shot challenges.
Oh, gosh. We're just running into freaking the wall. Let's talk about some highlights, though. So we talked about that. Joe Shimoda, look at this start right here in the heat race. Looks like he's got a really good start, and then he just gets pinched off. It goes from really good, and then look how badly he gets pinched off right here. Oh, the dead last.
Yeah.
I don't know. That was something I saw. All right, here's a question. We're going to do a poll on this. Everyone saw this. Jet Lawrence, Gibbon Mosman, the number one going over the finish line jump. I want to hear people's thoughts on this. For me, I'm like, dude, unnecessary.
I'm not the biggest fan of it.
Jet made it sound like Mosman tried to go in and T-bone him. Mosman didn't touch him. And, like, I understand, like, he ran it in there on you, but he didn't touch you. He didn't do anything. And, yeah, Jet's trying to, like, he wants to T-bone me and take me out. I'm like,
I mean, I like the attitude. I like the personality.
But leave it on the track. You pass him straight up. Like, leave it there. Like, it's in all honesty, though, man, Jet Lawrence, he's a young kid.
Yeah,
he's learning. Sure. He's maturing. Not the end of the world, but what do you guys think?
I don't know. I just feel like, how would he like that? You know what I mean? So, I don't know.
See, Billy Reese said it sucks because he roots for both of them.
I like Mosman.
Sick of the whining. Anyway, I don't know.
I wasn't the biggest fan.
Yeah. How about Joe Shimoda winning his first race?
That was awesome.
That was really good to see.
In style, too.
Yeah, he crushed it.
In style.
Look at this.
Holding people off, fighting Mosman. I mean, Mosman was pushing so hard that he made a mistake.
Yeah.
Which was, I mean, it was sad for Mosman, but they were battling. It was awesome to watch.
Yeah. Like, we're still seeing those votes coming in. Do you think Jet's thing was worth it, or was it not? I don't know. Was it overreacting? Definitely a lot of yeses.
I don't think it
Thank
justified
you. I feel
that.
validated.
Yeah.
But here's what's cool about Joe Shimoda. He came from Japan, he said, with only half his family. I believe his mom. Sent over here, basically had everything on the line to try and make it as a motocross racer. And now look at him. Top step of the podium, which is awesome. And what's cool is that we've got Martin Davalos calling in.
Similar type story.
Yeah. So, that's right. So we're going to ask Martin about a little bit of his background, how a kid from Ecuador made it from there and came all the way to States to race. So, and also, if you guys have some questions for Martin, if we see some pop up in the chat that we could give him a little.
It really is impressive how long and how many races he's done in his career. So
look at that. A lot more people think he was overreacting, which I think most people would agree.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right. What? 450 highlights. Sexton crashing again.
Yeah, this was nasty.
God, you can't keep doing this. He has had too many bad crashes this year.
My thing is,
call it rookie season. I don't know.
It's scarier for riders like him that are taller in my mind.
But he had that crash. He crashed in what was it? He crashed in Atlanta a couple times.
I mean, you don't need much force to cause a bone injury when you're that tall. You know,
he just needs to. I mean.
We're not telling
pretty
you
impressive
anything.
that he got top 5 though after that.
Well, I took him out.
I
took him completely out.
Rookie year, he's got a learning curve, but just don't do what AC has done here and just continue that into next year.
Well, we're not telling him anything he doesn't already know.
Barsha goes down his heat race. We all saw that. Had to get up. He went to the LCQ and ended up winning. Just really bad timing to come down right over that hump. That's what busted his radiator. Yeah, his boot, I guess, got caught in his foot peg or something.
Yeah, if you watch the replay, you can kind of see it as he dabs in the corner. His boot kind of gets sucked into his foot peg, and then it just stays there.
Oh, yeah.
Well, a lot of people are going down weird like that.
And then here's something, too. Marv, almost, in my opinion, if you watch the very last turn of this main event, look where Marv goes in this corner.
Dude.
He about went off the track.
Was he trying to let him by?
He was trying to, give him room. I don't know if he thought he was going to run it deep, but look at this.
Was he trying to let him by?
I don't know. All I know is I watched that, and I'm just thinking.
It's odd.
It's a weird.
It looks like a very risky
hug
move.
the inside. Yeah, very risky. I don't know. It just seemed weird to me. Could you imagine, though, if Webb had passed him right there?
It would have got talked about.
Oh, R. Dubu says he loves Webb or Sexton, but if you can't keep him crashing every week, he hasn't crashed every week. Let's cut the man some slack there. I think next year he'll for sure be a championship contender, but you're right. He needs to clean it up. Kobe Knight asked, being there in person, did the track seem to hold up more moisture than years past? It did, actually. The weather was perfect. It was like 65 degrees when I got to the stadium, and it was 65 degrees when I left the stadium.
Wow.
That overcast just held the heat in the whole night. It was very nice.
That is nice.
But tomorrow's going to be 80, but overcast.
Yeah.
So it'll probably be at the same conditions, just a little bit warmer.
A little humid.
All right. Player stats. Let's talk about, so just so you guys, everyone watching, if you're getting a little bit antsy about the jersey, we're going to do player stats. We'll do some top contender action. Then we're going to get into those Discords, talk about this jersey giveaway.
All right. Yeah, player stats was ugly. I mean, the average score is 21.5. Lowest average score since round 3 in 2019.
Oh, my gosh.
I didn't go back to see what happened, but.
And I was below that. I got 10 points.
I got 5. So.
What'd you get 5 points? How'd you get 5?
I had Webb in my top 5, and that was it.
Oh, but not one spot off.
I took Sexton out. I had Tomac in there. I mean, it was ugly. I didn't have Fernandez. No Stewart.
5 points in a round before.
It was bad, but you know what?
I mean, I only beat you by 5, but still.
Now I only dropped 5 points. So
all right.
It's all right.
Only 6% got the wild card correct, the lowest number since round 10 earlier this season.
Yeah, not a lot of people picking Anderson there.
Oh, gosh. And look at that. If we take rollover picks, only 5 players picked Muscan to win. 5 people else had Savachi to win. And Fernandez.
Yeah.
Jeez.
11 were picking Fernandez to win. So over double. But
this is
we're talking, I mean, 50,000 picks submitted. 5 people picked him to win somehow. But if you did it, I want to hear why.
This is how hard it is. This is how much it can change. There's no perfect scores. Only 0.01% had 4 picks correct, but 50% had at least 1 pick correct.
Yeah. I'm guessing it was Webb. It was mostly Webb.
Probably.
I mean, 38% had him picked in second.
Almost half the players had Tomac to win, just like me. Saw him qualify first and threw him in there.
Yep. Well, I'm looking at it right here, how the picks broke down. It was 39% had Webb in second, 13% had Sexton in fifth. So there's your 50% pretty much.
Jeez.
45% had Tomac to win. He finished 10th. Malcolm Stewart was the most picked rider for the wild card, and there he is on the podium. So Marv was only in the top 5 by 2.24% of players. So that was a shocker. Yep. People with 67 points won 46 of the weekly prizes last round. So that's basically like 2 picks.
Wow.
Which I'm guessing it's everyone who got Webb and Sexton right. You want a gift card or better.
Jeez. All right.
It was a rough round.
Boyers doesn't have Marv in his picks this weekend. I do. He done it once. He won.
I'm holding.
He's been getting good starts. He will be in my top 5.
Okay.
Unless qualifying, he crashes out or something weird.
All right.
I'll stamp it, dude. I'll put it in my top 5. All right, fun facts. This round will be double points round. Your 2 lowest scores. A lot of people asking what the heck happened with points last week. One of your lowest rounds got dropped after Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
So this weekend, tomorrow, double points round, and then your second lowest score will be dropped after that.
Yeah.
So don't think you didn't get all your points.
Double check your points. Go look at your 2 lowest scores.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the way she goes.
But will not be released. So final results will not be released until noon Mountain Standard Time on Monday. So you're going to have to be sweating a little bit.
That's the hardest part for those grand prize winners.
Oh, I believe it, man.
But maybe we'll start notifying them. I don't know.
But
look at this, though. Riders that have showed up to every round and haven't made it in the main yet this season. Hit these dudes up on social media. Let's motivate them. Let's get them in there. Nick Schmidt has taken 5th in 2 LCQs.
I got to be honest.
So close.
I didn't even know Nick Schmidt was racing this year.
Dude, we got to get him in there. Jeremy Smith, AJ Cantanzaro, Bubba Pauley, Van Martin, Josh Greco, Devin Raper, and Scotty Winterstrom. Every round and haven't made the main, so hit them up. Let's motivate those dudes. Get them in there.
Wait, Chet Felix, are you telling me right now you're in 15th place? That
really
isn't. Yeah, he said he only dropped him from 12th to 15th, losing his one of his worst rounds.
That's good.
Marvin 5th, have Mookie to win, says Maverick 224.
Well, look at this.
Could you imagine how loud the stadium would be if Mookie won?
You guys want to look at the leaderboard?
I'll throw it up there. I'm telling you right now, guys. Salt Lake City has some of the loudest fans you'll ever hear in a stadium.
Always.
I'm just telling you.
There's no alcohol.
It's true.
That's just diehard fans.
Just sobriety reigning supreme with people screaming in the stadium. I love it. All right, leaderboard right here. Let's look it up real quick. Goodness, guys, how do you do this? Let's see. Not just an S right now in the lead. Ooh, 10-point lead. What, last week there was, 10 points separated the whole all top 5?
It was a lot closer than it is now.
Doc Nate in there.
M. Dougie's long time been in there.
M. Dougie's in 10th.
Trick Machine Shop's been sending us some videos of him stressing watching the picks. So.
I'll tell you what, though, M. Dougie Fresh, or 855, you went from 1st to 10th, so you better step it up this round.
The dropping points is what just shakes it all up. Cause,
I know.
I mean, you really can't gauge what's going to happen.
But look, 50th is at 810, and then 1st is at 876. It is possible, mathematically, you're not eliminated from this if you're still in the top 50, so we're going to see how it's going on.
There's like 250, 60 points available this round, and we've had series finales where there's 400 people that get perfect scores.
Yep.
So it can shake up.
I feel like
time.
this weekend, though, it's going to be much harder. I feel like this weekend is going to be a shakeup just like last. Because here's my thoughts on this. And let's just talk about top contenders while we're at it.
Hold up.
What?
We got more fun facts, dude.
Oh, we do?
Fun facts.
Sorry.
This is what kind of blew me away. Riders that finished within one position of their season average. So a lot of riders are sticking to that. Yeah, last round. I was surprised they were that close, which was Anderson, AP, Noren, Webb, Savachi, and Hartraft. And then there's the riders that I take this as they're more motivated or something bad just happened, that finished more than 5 spots away from their season averages was Barsha, Ferrandis, Muscan, Tomac, and Stewart.
It's funny, though, that Muscan and Stewart was on the good end of that.
That's what I'm saying. I take that as they're really motivated right now. They have nothing to lose.
Yeah.
So. And then this is where I kind of got it from. I was looking at the overall point standings of all the riders. There's still some spots you can make up. I mean, look at Ferrandis and Muscan are only 10 points apart. Stewart's only 12 up on Ferrandis. We were talking about it. It's got to be a decent amount of money to move one spot up or down here.
Yeah,
so.
It's crazy. Tomac's that many. He's 22 or 28 points out from second.
Well, then you look at Tomac and Barsha. They are pretty much locked into 3rd and 4th no matter what, and they had horrible rounds last round. They got to know that there's nothing to gain here, really.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's my theory on this round, and we'll talk more about it.
I'm picking some hungry riders here.
Ooh, you and I are thinking alike.
That's my thinking on that.
All right. Well, let's talk about track trends right here. Huge start straight. Christian says he's not becoming a fan of these because he thinks it takes up too much of the track where you could use that to make some rhythm lanes.
Am I alone? I mean, that's a lot of real estate.
It is. But I do like, though, how when you come through that rhythm lane, you have a long, sweeping left turn right there before the finish. That can usually make for some good passing because if you try and hug the inside, you got to brake early or you can rail the outside. So I actually think there will be some good passing in that section right there coming across the start straight.
I think Atlanta spoiled us.
Yeah, there's not really – I mean, you have a whoop section in that 180 after the finish, but it's a short whoop section where I think it's not going to be a difficult for anybody, at least the top guys.
I'm hoping the whoops are like they were last round, leading to why I'm picking Mookie so high.
I don't know. What would you do? What would you like to see different on the tracks?
I would have liked some sand. And I like shorter starts. I'm just going to say it. Because then you can use the track space a lot more.
Okay. Fair enough.
That's just me. I'm no expert on that.
All right. Well, look. Let's jump into top contenders so we can give away this jersey.
You going to cover the injuries?
All right. I keep skipping sections here.
Just hyped up on that coffee, dude.
Dude. That's gone.
Good
chugged
Lord.
It before we get started. Riders that are out. Zach Osborne, McElrath, Freezy, Davalos, who is calling in.
Recently retired.
Adam Ciancerulo, Justin Brayton, Justin Bogle.
Sounds like Chisholm's questionable, though.
Okay.
So.
Well, what's wild card this week? 10th?
10th.
Well, then he's not in any discussion.
You never know.
Oh, my. A hurt Chisholm.
Hey, the season finale can get wild. That's all I'm gonna say.
Come on, dude. Not that wild.
Dude,
Joker Lane says Boyers.
Joker Lane would be
sick.
It
would be sweet.
Yeah.
Everyone loves the Joker Lane.
I like it.
Everyone loves it because you could be the leader of the race and people think you're in 10th place.
Mm-hmm.
Dude,
I'm all about I love the skill, the talent, but I like having a little bit of strategy in there too, you know? I like that.
Boyers, you're onto something. I didn't even think about Joker Lane because we haven't had a freaking Monster Cup.
Let's do it.
I'm down. All right, top contenders. Cooper Webb. Here's the big question. What do you guys think? Put your comments below. What do you do with Cooper Webb here? Because his starts and his finishes are outstanding. He's gone 2-1-6, 3-1 in his last 5 finishes. His starts, how do you beat this? 4-3, 2-2-2.
I mean, they're starting to slip a little bit, but they're still better than
qualifying. He's is normal for Webb, no big deal. I mean, qualified for second last week.
Well, look at that too. He stays pretty close. Qualifying second, finish second, qualifying 7th.
But look, he's got the best average start, the best average finish. He's led a bajillion laps this year. But the question is, we're not doubting he can win. The question is, will he go for it if he's not in the lead? Let's say Cooper Webb's in 4th or 5th place come around at the end of lap 1. Does he make a push? Because if Kenny's out front, he doesn't care. Does he try and win the race, or does he just kind of haul it in? What do you guys think? Webb is going to win outright to prove he the champ. All right.
It's hard to say he won't. I thought he'd be a lot more reserved than he was last round.
All right. So Dylan thinks he'll be conservative, 3rd or 4th.
Did we cover these two? He's only finished off the podium 4 times this season.
Holy crap.
Has finished exactly where he qualified in 2 of the last 3 rounds.
Tomac says, hold my beer, chumps, wins wire to wire. Well, Tomac's got to get a start first.
Every time I pick him, he doesn't win, so that's all I know.
I don't know.
What's his average finish over the last 4 rounds is 3rd. So I'm thinking 2nd to 3rd maybe.
I'm going to put him in that 3rd to 5th range.
Look at him. Every race he's led laps in, he's won.
That's impressive.
So
because he's a shark.
He's where do you have him in your picks? That's the question.
As of right now,
we can talk all day.
I've been 4th.
Where are you putting that man?
4th place.
I do too.
Okay. Ken Roczen, though, what are you going to do with this guy? He's obviously followed well, been in the lead in the last 2 rounds.
His finishes are all over, dude.
I know.
2-9, 1-2-6 starts.
Well, starts have been really good. He's got 3 out of the last 5 hole shots.
I know.
So, and qualifying's been fine. I mean, if he starts up front, he can win. This is going to be a track, though, where I just don't know how much passing there's going to be. So I'm banking on.
You're putting him high up there.
I'm banking on the guy winning, being a good starter.
I mean, he basically has nothing to lose. Just go out there, get a good start, right at home.
110 says you don't win championships by settling for 2nd place. I think you do, though, when it's
you don't win championships
in the bag.
By doing what AC did in Vegas that one year, tipping over, breaking a lever.
No, he busted his handlebars. He bent him up.
Yeah, that was not good either. So 3 of his 4 wins have come when he started in 1st. In the other round, he fought from 3rd. So
you know what?
He's got to start 3rd or better.
I take it back. Kenny, he's off my podium.
Okay.
Crystal Gilreath.
What'd she say?
Well, I mean, I don't know.
She's usually hating on my stats.
Your humidity. There's no humidity in Salt Lake City. There is heat. There is altitude, but I just feel like he
trains in Florida.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying there's no humidity here.
Oh yeah.
I don't know, man.
It's a dry heat.
I just kind of lost that drive for Kenny. I don't know what to do with him.
You're down on him right now.
I am a little bit.
Let me try to build you back up. He's only been on the podium in 4 of the last 9 rounds, so that's not helping.
You're not building me back up.
Average finish over the last 4 rounds is 4.5. He does have 2 hole shots this season, but didn't win either of those rounds. That's insane to me.
Yeah.
Has started in 1st or 2nd in 4 of the last 5.
And so he just not in my top 5, man. I've just kind of lost that drive.
Took him out.
Yeah, because I think there's other riders like Plessingers and Ferrandis and Malcolm Stewart and Sexton who are just hungrier. They just
okay.
I think Roczen's like, you know what, gave it a go and didn't work out.
So Roczen's out. A Sexton
or a Malcolm Stewart or AP or one of those guys is going to take his spot. Absolutely.
Okay.
All right. Well, let's talk about Tomac right here, and then right after Tomac, we'll get into Discord and Jersey, and then we'll get Martin Davalos on the phone.
Let's go through Tomac's finishes. 3-1, 5, 3-10. Starts 4-4, 8-6-8. Qualifying is always solid.
Yep.
Has only led 2 laps in the last 7 rounds. Only led 45 laps this season. You look back to 2017, he led 180. So something's not right there. Actually has a better average start this season of 6.4 than last season at 7.5 when he won the championship. So he's starting better this year. Yeah. The only problem is his average finish is 2 spots worse.
Now, is that a Tomac thing?
I don't know.
Or is that everyone got better thing?
Is it a mix of both?
I'm on both sides of the fence on this one.
It's interesting. I mean, I didn't expect to see that when I was getting into the stats. So
Ooh,
But he didn't finish worse than 7th all year last season.
Yeah.
And has done that 3 times this season. So he really hasn't been that bad. He's just had more mediocre to bad rounds, like the 10th last round.
I wish I was as big as him.
Viking son, you're onto something. I also think Marv could be a contender for the win again this week.
But look at Tomac, though. He's qualified first in 4 rounds and hasn't won any of those rounds, tricking us. Pick bait.
Then don't put Tomac in first is what you're saying if he qualifies
He's never done that in his entire 450 season until now.
All right.
So what does he have, though? The 3rd best average start of all riders that have been in every main event.
Adam Cooley, I don't know what message Kenny plans to send. I mean, I'm sorry, but Kenny just kind of got his butt handed to him this year. Now, okay, maybe I'm overstepping there. I wouldn't say his butt handed to him.
It depends on your expectations. If you expected him to come out and win.
This is Roczen came into the last 7 rounds last year, tied or 3 points back from Tomac or whatever, ends up just falling apart.
Yeah.
This year, he was up by, I think, 16 points at one stage.
Yeah.
And now
he won
is
3 races in a row.
Yeah, and now is down almost a full race. I don't think Webb cares if Kenny wins this weekend because he's going to be holding up that first place trophy at the end of the day.
Well, yeah, and I've said it before, I'll say it again. Most riders wouldn't even be here, let alone winning races and in 2nd place. I mean, after all his injuries and his career's been through, so you can't hate on the man at all.
No, you can't. He's one of the best in the world, and he like Joe just said, he owned the first quarter of the season. He's got to figure out how to close this thing up.
I think those injuries start I don't know, they don't heal as fast when you've been through so much.
They don't. But look, where are you going to put Tomac real quick so we can get to this Discord? Where do you guys put Tomac this week? If he qualifies first, is he on your podium?
No.
Not even on your podium.
Nope.
What do you guys think?
I go back to the point
Tomac
he's solidly in
trained to
3rd.
the end. Steve Brinkart is not getting off the Tomac train.
I love Steve sticks to it no matter what. I love that.
We got a poll going on right now. Who is your pick for the win? Roczen, Tomac, Webb, Plessinger, Sexton, Anderson.
Dude,
Josh
no
did not
Stewart on there?
No Marvin? Man.
What is going on?
Oh,
There's
all
only
right.
6 spots.
That's true.
We'll just lump them into another.
If people want to vote for Marvin or Stewart, just put it in the comments.
Just let's hear it loud and
All
proud
right.
in there.
Tomac out of the top 5 says McSear.
I'm going back to the point. He is solidly in 3rd place in the overall, no matter what.
There's nothing to gain or lose in this. You got that
could
bonus
win
check.
a win bonus, but if he wanted that, I think he'd have been winning more races this year. I don't know.
Oh, ooh, look at that. Joe Mosley says injuries are easier to get out of the body than it is out of the mind.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Kenny's
Deep.
pretty mentally strong, honestly.
Well, his racing this year would maybe suggest other.
I would think if you're not mentally strong, he wouldn't even be out there, let alone in 2nd place. And 4 wins this
But you
season.
could argue Tomac wasn't mentally strong when he freaking blew it every year with Dunge.
Yeah.
Blew it.
Well, who could have beat the Dunge? I mean, come on.
Tomac when he won half the races?
That guy never finished worse than 2nd or 3rd.
That's what I'm talking about. Tomac would just freaking mentally implode every year.
I mean, look, he won 100 or led 180 laps and didn't win the championship.
Thank you.
It's true.
I'm sorry, but mentally,
the Dunge was the Dunge, though.
Tomac will
Shout out
risk
to
it
his
for
coffee.
the biscuit. All right. While that poll's running, last week we said we're going to give away a signed Adam Cianciarulo jersey. I've got it right here, folks.
It was tough picking the winner. That is a nice jersey.
Oh,
too.
look at that.
It's gonna
That
look
is
good
clean.
on the wall.
Again, this is sublimated. It's got the AMA stamp on there.
Yeah.
It's signed. We are giving this away to our favorite meme. So let's pull them up. Josh, throw up some. Well, how's our poll doing, actually?
It's a mixed bag.
Webb and Roczen. I did not expect that.
I am going to say, someone else brought it up in the chat, too. Our stat from earlier, when Tomac takes 10th or worse, he comes back and wins.
Yeah, but I also was like, okay, statistically, when he qualifies first, he wins.
Well, it's
but
not the finale either. The last round, you know what I'm saying? That's what kind of makes me shy away from that stat.
I don't know.
The Dunge was not boring. Come on now.
He wasn't flashy. Let's put it that way.
He was impressive.
Yeah, he steamrolled. Webb's more flashy than Dunge ever was on the track.
Yeah.
Because Webb just always seems to figure it out.
He's really been my guy since the double shooters over the finish line.
Oh, all right. Maverick 224, that's a prayer right there for AC to win outdoors. If he can keep it on 2 wheels, yeah, it'd be good. All right. Discord, let's get him up there.
What do we got? You got the top picks?
Oh,
Okay, so yeah,
we
these
do.
are some of our top picks. One of these is a winner, so if you see yours on here, you can start, Letting the blood
nervous,
boil.
letting the palms sweat a little bit. Looking at the Salt Lake City #1 results on our fantasy, realizing I only got 10 points. That is literally me.
Yeah.
After the race, I did not want to open up fantasy because I was like, dude, I know it's bad.
Yeah, I wasn't too pumped on it.
Oh, I'm not owning this jersey. Changed my mind.
Trying to get a little reverse psychology going on.
I like that.
We
I
appreciate that.
There's no pity points over here. Christian, did you make that one?
I did not make that one, but I appreciate it. I made some solid memes in there.
You are hard. Christian makes memes during the races. That's how fast he gets on them.
I like my memes that are kind of from old movies and stuff that people don't even recognize anymore. I'm starting to hit that age.
You are getting to that age. We are getting to that age. This was one of my favorites.
That was pretty good.
Fantasy picks, Marvin. I like it. It's true, though.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what Marvin did to the fantasy picks. I like it. What's
Yeah.
it we got next? Everybody.
I got a bunch of texts from people who were just like, dude, this sucks. Stuff like that. So.
That is true, though. Like I had several fans approach me after the race, and we were like, dude, Chase, fantasy, this. And I was like, I don't want to talk about it. All right, what we got next?
I didn't even know what that was from, and it was still funny to me.
Oh, a lot of people hating on us last week when we were talking about Barsha not getting docked, and I'm just thinking, dude did not get on the track at the next safest location. He just pinned it to the front there.
He literally took the same. Anderson took the same line. I don't care if he
Anderson
passed anyone or not.
Yeah, either way. But the meme, freaking good.
That one's pretty good.
This one was really good. It's a table over table quad. So
dang
good.
Cat, dude.
Who would be the guy that just says quad? James Stewart?
Oh, guaranteed. Guaranteed.
All right, next. Who wore it better?
I don't know about that.
It's not a meme, but it is funny to see that they are literally twins.
He's not going after Wario or whoever he is. I think he's going after the Lakers.
I know, but it's funny. I didn't know Waluigi or whatever wore that.
I haven't played
It's good.
Mario Kart in decades.
And it's giving a shout out to Malcolm. Shout out to that 7 gear. Sick. All right,
I'm
next.
not a Lakers fan, and I thought that was pretty cool.
So Alicia said the last one was hers.
Which one, Alicia?
It was probably this one.
Oh, the quad?
There we go.
That's pretty freaking good. Good job, Alicia. All right, we like that one.
Right.
This one was really
This
good.
one's dirty.
Winner race after this season opener or draw 25.
This
And I
one
love
is
the
dirty.
smile on Barsha is so good, though. So good.
I want him to kind of win this last round just to.
It
Just to
wouldn't
shut
have been
him
as
up.
funny if he hadn't done it 3 years in a row.
I know, dude. I don't.
What else we
I don't
got,
know
Josh?
what's up with that. How do you do that? That's gotta be hard to do.
This one's bad because we play that soundbite. Josh, do we have that soundbite? He'll find it. We play this soundbite in our show all the time.
Striving and thriving.
Oh gosh.
Oh, man. Kenny's
Poor
never
Roczen,
calling in on
dude.
this show. Kenny's never calling in.
No.
If he sees any of these, he's never doing
Some
it.
of these are dirty.
What do we got next, Josh? Oh, so that's
That's
it?
it.
All right.
There was debate.
There
was
was
not
debate.
a unanimous decision.
Yeah, we had to go by popular vote here.
The mob
Christian,
won.
Christian got voted out. The mob did
rule.
win. So, in Josh, the countdown of 1, we're going to reveal our favorite meme. 3, 2, 1, go.
It's funny, but it's a cheap shot.
No, it's
It's
not.
a
Me and
cheap
you
shot.
got Josh and I love this one. We
It's
thought
pretty
it was
good.
hilarious.
The
It's
photoshopping is great. I mean,
It's
they
good.
put some
And
time
he
into
did it 3 years in a row, or draw 25. And Barsha's just like, yep, I'll do it. So is that Lemos? That's the person's name?
yes.
Lemos, if you are watching this show, congratulations. You, my friend, have won the Adam Cianciarulo signed Monster Energy Fox Racing jersey.
Reach out to us,
That
or
is
we'll reach out to you on the
pretty
Discords.
Freaking cool.
I just love the memes. They're pretty good. There's
I
some
know.
you can't share.
But you can see them on the
Yeah,
Discord.
they're on the Discord.
So make sure go to that. All right. Let's see. Is anybody watching? Good job, Lemos. Lemos, are you watching? Get some. Anyway, we're going to reach out to you, Christian, how we do it last time.
I reached out to him on the Discord.
On the
and set it
Discord?
up. Yep.
All right. So we're going to reach out to you on the Discord.
We'll
So
get
be
it
sure to be
handled.
checking that. So, and if,
Oh, he's in the chat.
is he?
Where's he
Yep.
at?
Oh, Guillermo Lemos,
There
he
you
won.
go,
There he
dude.
is, Guillermo.
Congrats.
Congratulations. Nice job, sir. We're going to reach out to you, so be patient, and we're going to get you hooked up with this jersey.
I like it.
I like it. All right, now that we have done that, we have done some of our top contenders, let's get our guest caller on the phone. We have a soundbite. That is perfect.
Love it.
Let's get Martin. Hold on, I'm calling him right now. Here we go. Martin Davalos coming in hot. He just had surgery, by the way. What a trooper.
Hello?
Martin, how are we doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good, man. Hey,
Good.
thanks for calling in and letting us talk to you. I'm Chase, and I got Christian over here, my right-hand
Yep.
man.
Big fans.
Yeah, we got Josh behind the camera helping us out.
Nice to meet you guys. Thanks for having me on the show.
Hey,
Love
man,
it.
thanks for taking the time. I literally messaged you a few days ago on Instagram, and you said, hey, you got to remind me I'm a little loopy still from surgery. I had no idea that you were just fresh out of that.
How bad was that crash? What did
Oh, gosh.
What ended up being the results of that?
Well, I'm very fortunate. As you guys saw, the crash it caught me off guard. I honestly don't know really what happened. I mean, I did hit my head, but it was just a weird crash. I was, express day. You're really not riding. You're not really riding hard. You're just trying to get comfortable. With the altitude, the bike is, it's a lot slower than what we've been racing, and I think I just overjumped the single over table, and I still went for the 3. I usually ride with my buddy Precision more forward, and I think I got wheel spin on that hard pack, and that just basically threw me. I was pitched pretty far forward, and I just kind of bailed, and unfortunately, the back fender kind of hit me on my back, and that ricocheted me into the corner. So I ended up breaking my collarbone.
Yeah.
Luckily it was just a collarbone. I did hit my head. I was, I had a concussion. I knocked myself out for a minute or so, they said.
Jeez.
And yeah, it was brutal. Obviously, I've been thinking about, retiring now for, I would say, halfway through the year. I've just been kind of thinking about what I wanted to do and with racing and stuff. Matt Tedder and, Tedder Racing, they did give me a 2-year deal for me to, if I wanted to proceed racing for next year, I could have done that. But, yeah, man, just that crash obviously wasn't what how I wanted to end my career. I wanted to, finish the last races strong for sure.
Yeah. So, Martin, you are from Ecuador, and you were born and raised there. So we just saw Joe Shimoda win his first 250 main event, and nobody can relate to him more than I believe you can, because you have what I imagine. We want to hear kind of your background story, because if you asked 100 people right now where Ecuador is, a few of them might be able to point it out on a map. No, I'm serious. I'm just saying, like, I think it's amazing that Martin was able to make it, and he came to the States, and he became an incredibly successful dirt bike racer. Like, how did that happen? Tell us that story.
How's the moto community in Ecuador? How does that happen?
Well, I moved here when I was 14, almost turning 15, and we're talking about 2003. So the motocross back in the day in Ecuador, it was just very small. So I'm actually surprised, looking back at all the memories, I'm surprised I ended up coming to America and doing everything I've been doing. But yeah, Ecuador is in South America. It's a small country, very, very small country. We barely have any tracks to ride there. We never see water unless it rains. We never see tractors unless there's no tractors, basically. So, I kind of grew up riding in, the tracks haven't been, they've never been to the caliber that obviously here in America you guys have. But I ended up doing a lot of Latin American championships. I ended up winning 5 of them. And, kind of my focus kind of expanded more internationally. We went to Spain to do one of those world minis, and that's when I met Davey Millsap and in Spain. So he invited me to come spend a couple of weeks here in America, and that's when it kind of like everything kind of got going for me. We came to America, did mini-O's, and stayed here for 2 weeks, and then basically it was just a tryout. My dad brought me. We did mini-O's, and then Davey's like, well, if you ever want to come back, you guys are more than welcome. So I ended up going back to school, and a couple of years went by, and then basically for me, I was about to graduate, and my parents Davey, and Colleen Millsaps, they were starting the Millsaps training facility. So they told me, hey, the facility is gonna get going. Why don't you come and spend a year with us? And at the time, I was about to graduate. So my dad is like, hey, why don't you just go do a year? You can race, you can learn English, and basically just see what happens with the sport.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, that's a great opportunity, for me to, learn English and have fun. So I ended up, coming here, spend a year, went into the B class. Colleen kind of just guided my amateur career. And if we could have done things differently, I think I would have rather stayed amateur a couple more years, because for me, I feel like everything happened so fast. I mean, I came to America. I went straight into the B class. I did B for, that whole year, went to Loretta's, got second. Then I was moved to the A class, and then I raced the A class, that whole year. And then I was moved to pros.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, what's happening here? It's just everything happened so fast. So I guess if I could do things differently, I would like to spend a little more time amateur. I think it took me a while to develop, as an athlete coming from Ecuador, such a small country, with basically just my parents' wallet, just to kind of try and do what I wanted to do, and it took me a while to get going. And yeah, I mean, as you guys said, Joe came here, and I can relate to what he's doing. This country, we're coming to America. I mean, America is America's where everybody wants to be to race motorcycle Supercross. I would tell you, everybody in the world wants to be on a Supercross track on TV. That's everybody's dream. And, for him to be able to achieve that win from, we're talking about, Japan. It's not a small country, but it's just so incredible, what he has able to do from his country to come here, dedicate his life to the sport. And, we're very blessed that America has welcomed us, to be a part of this sport here. So it's incredible.
That's awesome.
No, it's awesome.
That's interesting.
Yeah. And so you were racing all over South America, you said, when you had won those championships?
Yeah. So they're called the Latin American Championships. They had a couple of rounds per year. They did Brazil, Brazil, Guatemala, and Bolivia. And then some years they had just one race. It all depends. Every year kind of like change. But I did that when I was in 80s, then the 125. And then I ended up coming here right when the 25, the two-stroke was basically getting dissolved by then,
Okay. And I got to give it up to you, too, because I lived in Brazil for 2 years, and learning the language is hard enough, and then while you're trying to make it as a dirt bike racer, it's got to be even tougher. So that's awesome, man. That's an awesome success story. And throughout your career, look, you've ridden at the highest level. You've been on some of the best factory teams that are out there. You've been on Pro Circuit Kawasaki. You were on Rockstar Husqvarna in the outdoors. You've done some incredible things. Looking back now, what would you say are some of your favorite moments that you'll always remember the most throughout your entire career?
Well, I think one of my favorite moments is going to be, my first podium ever. I mean, I came out of the A class and, I signed up with Bobby Reagan, Star Racing. They were a satellite team. It was my first pro contract. And I mean, nobody knew anything about me. I ended up getting third at Loretta's, I think. And, I was competing against my best friend Davey and Josh Grant and, Villapot. I mean, all these guys. And, I'm in a satellite team, very, very lucky that I have a ride. And we go to Atlanta, man, and I'm in third. Davey crashes. So that puts me in second. And we got 2 laps to go. And I am shaking. I mean, I am shaking. I'm trying to just finish this off. And Davey ended up catching me. He passed me, but I ended up getting third. A lot of doors opened up, after that podium. It was my second race ever as a pro, and I ended up moving to factory KTM the next couple of years, and and as you said, I've been very privileged to, out of my 15 years as a professional, 13 years I've been a factory rider, so it's been an honorable, and an amazing career that I've had. I've raced for the best teams in the world, winning for Mitch, one of the most desired teams to be on.
Sure.
Was always a goal that I've always wanted to be on that team, and I was able to win. We were chasing for the title until I had an issue with the bike. But man, just being able to win has been, one of the best feelings in the world. I wasn't able to win a championship. I won 5 races, but I think I was very competitive every single year that I came into the class. I was one of the guys to be, and I've always gave my best, and I always tried my hardest, to be, do my best, every single year. So, it's been a privilege. Obviously, I think the move to the 450 came a little late, and for my liking, I wish I could have moved when I was 28. I would say, but those are just the cards that weren't dealt for me. My career was mostly spent in the 250 class, and that's, a lot of people have given me crap throughout the years, but I'm here, just to be in this sport is hard enough, and to have a ride is even tougher, So, for me, it was just about having a job to do what I loved, and at the end of the day, those people really didn't matter. Yep. I just cared about the opportunity to go racing and try and win. That's all I cared about every single year that I tried.
Nice. Okay. Well, what I'm bummed about, though, is we didn't get to see more Martin Davalos in outdoors, because holy crap, when you were on that Rockstar Husky for that summer, you were up there. Yeah. I know you got podium in Washougal. I can't remember. I think it was Washougal. I remember there's a specific race you podiumed, and, dude, you were crushing. I was like, dude, Martin needs to be on a 450.
He's always been one of the fan favorites around here, too. So
yeah, you were crushing him.
Yeah,
awesome.
450 was always what I wanted to do. Like I said, when I left Mitch and I signed with Rockstar Husqvarna, my deal was to do a 250 and then two years where I was supposed to do 450. But obviously, perfect scenario, I needed to win the championship. Then they were going to give me a 2-year deal on the 450, but that didn't happen.
Right.
So they kept me on the light class a lot longer. And then finally, my last year, I was like, hey, guys, I don't even care what happens. I need this 450 because, me as an athlete, as a professional, I need to give myself a chance while I'm young to, race against these racers on the 450. And yeah, that's the summer that I went, and I had a lot of motivation under my belt. I wanted to do very good. We podiumed Washougal, Unadilla. I podiumed the first moto at Butts Creek. I had a lot of top 5. It was a great year. And I'll be honest with you, I thought that year really opened up some doors for me, but nothing opened up in the 450. I had nothing but to, go back to the 250, and as a professional, you can't just, you cannot go do it out of your own pocket. It's just impossible to be competitive. And, financially, I mean, I want to, I don't want to spend my own money to go racing, because it's just, that doesn't make sense to me. I feel like we're all trying really hard, and we all deserve to get paid,
Sure. Well, when you're at the highest level, absolutely, I agree with that.
Taking a lot of risk.
What other sport in this country, or I can't think of another one where racers are willing to pay money out of their own pocket to race at the highest level on national television? That's pretty weird to me.
Get top 10 type finishes.
Exactly. That's where we're at, though, unfortunately.
That tells you a lot about where we're at, and it's unfortunate that this sport's gotten to this place. And it's amazing. It's amazing. I hope, not now that I'm stepping away, I really hope it changes eventually, because it's not fair to a lot of the people that are really, really trying hard to get out there and race for the fans.
Right. We were just talking about it earlier too. You see so many of these young 250 riders coming up who are stars in the amateur class, and they get 2 years to basically win a title or show that they can win races. And if it doesn't happen, they're basically thrown to the wolves. And then from that point forward, it's like on to the next person. I don't agree with it. I
see a lot of 250 champions that move up to 450s and struggle and kind of fizzle out real quick, like kind of like a Jake Weimer or something.
But
so
I see
it's
guys
hard,
like Marshall Falk and Derek Drake, these kids who are incredible dirt bike riders that I just feel weren't given enough time and a big enough chance to show their true potential. How do you feel about that, Martin?
Yeah, you're very, very right about that. I mean, you have these amateurs, Derek Drake, and all these kids coming up, as their factory amateur program. And yes, I mean, if they don't have a decent year, if their learning curve it doesn't happen immediately. I mean, in my opinion, there's only a few people, and you can just pick them with one hand that are able to come out and just be successful right away. It takes a lot longer for other young kids to be, to learn and stuff. So, and when they come out of the amateurs, they're coming out with so much pressure. I mean, these kids are getting paid so much money already from the amateurs. They're basically thrown out there to a water full of sharks. And if they don't, perform, if they're not in the top 5, their ride is gone. And it's unfortunate because, a lot of kids just, they're 16, 17. They, everybody works differently under pressure. So, some people take longer than others, and it's just an unfortunate. I feel like they're ruling too, I feel like they're making the kids move out of the class so fast. And, right now where you see the 450 class, you have, I think there's 14 past champions, and, there's 20 people that are, there's people that have nowhere to go next year, and they're past champions. And it's just like, we don't have enough teams. So what do you do about that? They need to realize, hey, there's not enough rides in the 450. We need to do something about, a lot of the 250 teams have 4 bikes, where the 450 teams, they only have 2 bikes,
right.
So it's totally different.
Sure. Well, Martin, we got one last question for you before we let you go. I know you're healing up from that surgery. We had a customer ask, and I think it's a good question. Of all the bikes that you've ridden throughout your whole career, what one was your favorite bike to ride? If you could only choose one bike to ride, which one would you go back to?
If I could choose one bike, I am going to choose, and this is just because of the year and how I was feeling and how I was riding. I would have to choose 2017 when I was with Mitch Payton. I think that year it was 2018 maybe, or 17. I can't remember. It was 18 actually. With Mitch, I was number 29.
Mm-hmm. I
just, there was something about that year that just me and the bike just connected so good. That's probably what I would have to choose. And it's a great question that they asked me that. And all the bikes have, all the pros and cons, and I've been blessed enough to ride them all. But I think if I was to look back, that's kind of the feel that I would want the most right now.
Well,
I like
there you have it.
I like it. That's a good question.
Yeah. Well, hey, Martin, man. Hey, congratulations on an amazing career. You've done what 0.001% of anybody in the world has been able to achieve in their life. So it's been awesome to see, the success you've had. Hate to see you go out with the crash and have to retire like that, but we're glad you're okay. You're healing up, and congratulations on everything. And we wish you the best of luck.
We're going to miss covering you.
For sure. Best of luck on the next chapter in your life, man.
Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. Yeah, it's a bummer that I went out like that, but I'm very blessed that I'm in one piece. I'm able to recover, and hopefully I'll be seeing you guys around.
Awesome. We will expect to see you too. We'll talk to you soon, man.
Thank you guys.
All right. Goodbye.
Bye.
Good guy.
That's a cool story.
I know.
Every one of these dudes are good dudes, and most have really cool stories.
Yeah.
That's why.
Oh, his is one of them.
That's why I get so mad when he's getting some hateful stuff.
Yeah, but
he's a good dude.
Can't hate on a guy when he's that fast on a dirt bike.
Also, there were several comments about the misspelling of Martin's name. I will take responsibility for that. Yep, that's my bad.
Owning up. I like it. Owning up to it.
But anyway, yeah, that was a good interview. I liked it. Good to hear Martin's, his input on a few
I
things.
hope he stays involved in the industry, which
I'm sure he will. He's got really good connections, I'm sure, with NTF and those guys down there.
He's one of those dudes that I feel like he can help wherever he goes.
Yeah, I think I could see him being in the industry, being a really good coach, helping people out. So good to see that.
Yep.
All right, well, we're going to have to blaze through.
There's no blazing through stats, bro.
That's true.
There's
Not
no
when
blazing.
Christian's on the mic. Okay, well, let's get to spoilers then.
These stats aren't going to read themselves. Okay, all right.
They will when they're on the screen and people read them.
I just ranked the spoilers in the order they finished last week.
Okay.
So you can go through it. I mean, Tomac, Roczen, Webb, they're always the top 3 pick. Then I
Right.
went off how they finished. So we started with Marvin.
Okay.
What do you got on him?
Well, look, you can't really go off stats with Marv. You got to go off your heart and momentum because his last 5 finishes are his first, obviously, and then before that was 9, 7, 7, 22.
The French riders were going off.
They were.
They
His
were going
starts, even his starts, his last 5, he's only had 2 good ones, a 2 and a 4 out of the last 5. Qualifying has not been good, but that's just what we've been getting from Marv all year. Hey, I just feel like, dude, he did it once. It drew Rhino power, took the neck brace off. Like,
Oh, my gosh.
I can see him doing it again. So he's going to be up.
You're picking him to win.
I'm doing it.
Oh, my
I'm
gosh.
doing it.
I like it. Hey,
Okay.
I like it. He's getting a little risky.
He give a man a cookie or some momentum, and he's going to want a couple wins to go with it.
He's done it before. He's won back-to-back rounds. So
Ugh.
2019 and 2018.
All right. Increased viewers. All right. Let's do it. Malcolm Stewart.
If we're getting risky, I predicted, I want to say it was in the preseason show this season that he would win his first race. I gotta put my money where my mouth is. It's the last round. It's looking good since his podium. So last 5 finishes, 6, 11, 21, 6, 3. The starts have been solid.
Yeah.
10, 8, 6, 7, 5. They're getting better. Got his first career podium, like we said. He started somewhere from 5th to 7th in 11 of the 16 rounds. So he's always up there. If anything happens in front of him, even if he gets a little bit of help, it can happen. Season averages, start 7.8, finish 8.63, but he did crash out of a few.
Fart Vader says the heart wants what the heart wants. Says you'll know what I'm talking about.
Hey, his best start of the season has been 5th. He's done it 3 times.
Skepti K says Mookie got lucky. Yeah, come on.
I don't know.
He was hounding Webb the entire main event.
The gnarlier the whoops are, the better he's going to do. And if we get whoops like we did last
podium was
round,
not luck. He was on Webb the whole time.
and he got
Anderson straight up.
Dude, I couldn't figure out who was happier on that podium, Muscan or Stewart. Malcolm looked so happy he could barely talk. So I'm picking him. He's got to be pumped up right
Man,
now.
all you people in fantasy outdoors, just pump the brakes. Let's get through this episode first.
All right, who do you got?
They're
What do you got
making
on
up their
Dylon?
own polls on the chat right now. Said
The
one for.
The chat's taking over, dude.
He said one for Fantasy MX, and people are just cranking out number ones here.
It's taking over.
Gosh, the heart wants what the heart wants, I guess. Cheapers.
All right, look at Dylon. Whether you like him or not, he's been in the top 5 2 of the last 5 rounds.
I think he's top 5 material this weekend, too.
His starts, not the greatest, but like we showed with the overall point standings, he can make up a spot or 2 here, so he's got to be motivated.
The ones in the chat are still going. I can't get over it.
He's made the top 5 this season, even when qualifying as far back as 11th and starting as far back as 15th.
Yeah.
Not a lot of riders can say that. So season averages, start 10th, finish 9.5, but he's been hot lately. So
All right.
only finished in the top 5 3 times
Is
this
he
season.
in your top 5?
No, not at the moment.
Hey, is this chat mob rule?
It's taking over. There's a mob rule.
It's a mob rule.
Doesn't matter, just mob rule.
All right, Chase Sexton. This man, you took him out of your top 5 after he crashed. I never had him in there, but you know what? He's going to be in my top 5 this weekend.
You would have taken him out after that
Oh,
crash.
yeah, absolutely. I'm not blaming anybody for that. Like, that was gnarly. But, like, his last 5 finishes, in the last 4 races, he's had 2 second places, got 5th last week.
Look at those starts.
Start 6.8, 3.36.
Yeah.
Qualifying is good. There's no reason. And I feel like Chase Sexton still has a chip on his shoulder. I feel like he knows he can and should have won at least a race this year. So I look for him to try and go out swinging. So, I mean, between him and Marv, those were my 2 top choices I had for the win this weekend.
Okay.
But I just feel like Marv's got a little bit more momentum.
All right. Sexton, definitely a better starter, but Stewart's hot right now.
Look, Ruby says Sexton top 5, but no win. All right. How about Anderson, though? Can't figure this guy out.
Oh, no. His finishes 5-4-3, 14-7. His start's not bad, though. 7-8, 7, 14-3. Something had to happen. I mean, I didn't see it.
His qualifying is good. He's qualified fastest in 3 out of the last 5 rounds.
Yeah.
I mean, but
season average is not bad.
Just hasn't put it together in the main events. This guy has had one thing after another go wrong.
He's got the 5th best average finish of healthy riders, so there's no reason not to pick him, really, that I can think of, other than you feel, someone else is going to be doing better. But, I mean, he's made the top 5 when qualifying 7th or better this season. Only made the top 5 when he's done that.
All right.
He's 6th in points, but hasn't led a lap all season.
All right.
But look at this. He's qualified first 4 times, like you said, and in those rounds, his average finish is 6.5. Weird.
Interesting.
So
okay. Aaron Plessinger.
Get to the man, the mullet, the myth.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, nobody has a louder cheer. Maybe a toss-up between him and maybe Malcolm.
Since when? Since
At
Wyndham?
the stadium. Dude, he comes out in a cowboy hat. His whole video before he rides out is like he's wearing his hat. He's playing country music. He's on the train tracks, like as hillbilly as you can get.
I like it.
My brother had no idea who he was before we started watching the races at the stadium.
You failed him.
And my brother was diehard Aaron Plessinger fan by the end of the night.
Yeah, he's the most likable
Only
dude.
cared about Aaron Plessinger the whole night.
I love it. Dude.
It's cool. Good job, AP. He's making a name for it. I like it. All right, but anyway, are you going to put him in your top 5?
It's questionable. He's on the fence with me.
I'll tell you right now. I've got him in 5th place right now.
Okay.
Same kind of thing with Sexton. It's like he's got it. He knows he's top 5 guy. Give the man a good start. He can run up there. He was running good last week.
He did all right last week.
He's led 7 laps. He's led laps in 2 of the last 4 rounds. Got the whole shot in both those rounds. So he's on fire.
He's sitting solidly in 5th place overall.
That's right.
Where
Willie,
this time,
do it for Dale.
At this time last season, he was in 11th place overall.
Do it for Dale. Woo!
So
Yep.
either way, this season is a win for him, no matter how you want to look at it.
Right.
3 top 5s, is finishing on average 5 positions better than where he qualifies, so don't be scared of his qualifying. Has led 7 laps total this season, led laps in 2 of the last 4 rounds, got the whole shot in both those rounds.
All right.
He's been alternating rounds when he starts in first, too, so he's due.
All right. Barsha. Last 5 finishes. He's had 3 podiums in the last 5 races. He's only started in the top 5 once in the last 5 races. And his qualifying's not good. So I'm just like,
I don't think he
shows up when the gate drops and does well. He's finished in the top 5, 7 of the last 10 rounds. So it's like you kind of forget about him. But, I mean, 7 out of 10. That's hard to not put Barsha in your top 5.
I love Barsha more than anybody, but I'm going back to my logic here. He's solidly in 4th place. I mean, what's he going to gain? I don't know.
Yeah.
Especially last round didn't look that good, but I don't know. He could bounce back.
Are you going to put him in
wouldn't
your
be
top
too surprised.
5?
There's too many riders to pick from. I feel like that are hotter right now than him, so I'm leaving him out at the moment.
Hey, you and me both. Watch him prove us both wrong.
All
right, let's get to it. Wild card real quick.
Wild card was tough. 10th
place. Riders take 10th place over the last 5 rounds are pretty wild. Wilson, Barsha, Savachi, Sexton, Tomac.
So if you want to pick a factory championship dude up there, it's not that crazy.
Wilson is the only guy that would be like a solid pick for 10th out of those.
I would say Wilson and Savachi.
Okay, we'll look at that. Joey Savachi. His last 2 finishes are 10, 11, 11. He's who I have right now in 10th place.
I mean, you take out a Martin, a lot of Brayton's
that's true.
still
Maybe-
out. He's going to be
Maybe he's
help
better
him.
than that.
Yeah, I think it's going to help him in that range. Another fun fact, too, the fastest qualifier has taken 10th in the main 2 times this season. Tomac last round and AC in round 7, so could be something there. What else on Savachi, though? He's finished in 9th or 10th place range 6 times this season.
Goodness gracious. Had a great start last round, but crashed a few turns in.
He looked so good after
But look,
that
he was
start.
18th and fought to 11th. That's pretty good.
That is pretty good.
right.
That shows me if he gets a good start, a bad start, he's going to get around 10th, 11th.
Okay. Dean Wilson, he's only finished in between 8th and he's only finished between 8th and 12th all season long. So he's
solidly in that range.
His average qualifying is 11. His average start's 12. His average finish is 10.25.
Look at his last 5 finishes.
10, 10, 9, 8, 9. Holy crap.
It really is between him and Savachi.
I'm changing it right now. Dean Wilson. Oh, gosh.
Look at him. He's finished
Savachi's
9th.
been getting better starts.
Look at this. Finished 9th, 10th, and 12th 3 times this season each. And
Jeez.
nobody has an average finish closer to 10th than him this year.
Okay.
Has 11th best average finish of all healthy riders going into Salt Lake 2.
I feel like it's either going to be one of these two or one of your top guys makes a mistake and then falls back like we saw last round.
For my long reach, Max Anstey, we got to mention his last 3 finishes have been 14, 16, 13. With it being the finale, some riders might not be that motivated. Who knows?
Okay.
Maybe he could do it. I'm not going to say he can't.
All right.
He started in 12th in 2 of the last 3 rounds.
It would be a really good one. I don't know. Anyway, agree with Savachi Wilson, but wouldn't be surprised to see Savachi do a top 5.
I want Savachi to do better than that.
Maybe.
He gets a great start
He's
again.
hungry.
Watch him get on that podium.
Well, look, there you have it. That is the wild card watch. 10th place. Put him down right now as we finish out this and we lock him in. Who are your top 5 picks and your wild card for tomorrow night? We want to see him. Put him in there right now. Christian, let's lock him down.
You go first.
Have you even made yours yet?
No. I have some here that I'm building, but it's not been submitted.
Marvin Muscan.
To win.
Yeah, who's your... Ooh, we got a pull up there for wild card for 10th.
Dude, if he wins, you do the season finale show with just a mustache.
Me?
Yeah.
If Marv wins? Okay.
Okay. That was easy.
If he wins. Okay,
There'd
sounds good.
be so many people
I will
screaming
rock
for him.
that stash with pride, all right? Don't worry. Okay.
Awesome.
Wait, what's going to be on the other side? Like what?
Nothing. We're good.
Yeah, what if he does win? What's in it for you? You got to shave your goatee off.
That's fine.
Okay.
I'll shave the go baby face.
I don't remember every time I saw. When was the last time I saw you without one?
I don't even remember.
I can't remember the last time I shaved with a razor. It's been like 5 years.
I had cornrows before I've ever shaved off my
Oh my
face.
gosh, I remember that.
Maybe we should have Christian run the show with no hat. I don't think the
Could do
viewers
that.
have ever seen
It's
that.
going to blind a lot of people.
We had him paint sideburns. Remember that, Josh? Painted sideburns
yeah.
one year.
That was pretty good.
The day ones are going to know about those old bets that HR had to shut down.
Yeah, I remember we were gonna say loser had to like take a spoonful of cinnamon. They're like, nope, you're done.
Yeah, they
Remember
shut
that
it
the
down.
habanero though.
On the 7 Deuce Deuce episode.
That was good.
times.
That sucked.
That might have been all time of the SX.
That was the
really.
absolute worst thing. All right, well look, my picks right now: Marvin Muscan, Chase Sexton, Eli Tomac, Cooper Webb, Aaron Plessinger, and then I have Savachi, but man, Dino just sounds too good to be true for the wild card. Or Vince Freeze. Is he out? Yeah, Vince Freeze didn't race. He's still out.
He's out with some ribs.
All right, I'll go Dean Wilson wild card. What do you got?
All right, I threw him in there. I'm gonna run it. Malcolm Stewart for the win. Get a good start for once this season. I think he can do it. Cooper
He's
Webb.
gotten good starts.
I'm putting him in second. I think he kind of wants to not be in the pack. So who knows? He might get up into second. Ken Roczen in third because you know he's going to rip a start. Sexton in fourth. I feel like he might be a little banged up still. I'm putting Marv. I'm on the Marv train somewhat. I'm putting him in fifth.
Okay.
10th place wild card Dean Wilson.
Gosh,
But if
fast.
Savachi's in there,
All right.
could change.
Fast over here just creating more polls. I want a signed Chase jersey. I mean,
Dude,
if you want a signed B-class vet rider, sounds good.
Dude, take that opportunity while you have it.
If you want a B-class vet rider, sounds good to me. I like it.
Oh gosh.
Oh man.
Mookie is a Vegas bet.
Slow down,
Skeptic says, but dude, if you would have said last round who has a better chance of winning, Mookie or Marvin, you probably would have said Mookie.
Thinks I wouldn't have.
I would have. So that's my reasoning on that.
Okay.
It's crazy, but it's not crazier than Marv winning last round in my mind.
All right, sounds good, man. All right, well, there they are. They are locked in. Now, how's that poll going? Look at that Wilson. He is a solid pick. I like it.
It's got to be close.
Come on, easy with these freaking polls, people.
Dude, get the email, message us in your poll ideas, and we will make them official
I
before
like
the show.
it. All right. So here we go. Let's talk about weekly prizes that are up for grab this week.
Dude,
First place.
You
This is a
seen
good one.
that?
Yeah.
The first place prize this week?
Recluse Radius 6 clutch.
Be awesome.
They are very good.
$1,200 value.
Yeah, I did a video on them, man. They're rad. A Cherry $750 spending spree. We got Fly Evolution gear set up for grabs. Bridgestone Battlecross tires, fast impact pegs. Matrix Concept lift stand and utility cam. We got Fox up in there with the gear bag, Bel-Ray, LS2 subverted helmet, MX9 with MIPS helmet, and of course 90 RockyMountainATVMC.com gift cards.
It's huge.
It is. What do you got for grand?
And then from everybody playing from round one, first place on the season is going to take home a KTM 450 SXF Factory Edition. Second place, KTM 250 SX, 2 strokes. Third place, tires. Dunlop MX 33 tires for a year. Fourth place, $2,500 Rocky Mountain ATVMC spending spree. I'm struggling. Fifth place, Alpine Stars Gear and Casual spending spree. Then a kit from Tusk, Megabyte Tires and Wheels. Milestone Video Games, Supercross 4 the game. 4K HDR TV and console. 8th, Fly Racing Gear Package. 9th, Stay6 Stability Cycle. Shout out to them. They popped in before we started the show today.
It's true.
Said what's up. And 10th place, Motion Pro Tool Prize Pack. So stay tuned. The results will get released Monday at 2 o'clock Eastern.
Double points tomorrow, and your second lowest score this season will be dropped. So do not freak out when you see your points might mathematically not make sense. That is why.
Good luck.
And tune in. What we say next Wednesday we're doing the show? Or we need to announce when we're doing the recap show. Josh, did we decide?
You guys talk about doing it Tuesday.
Tuesday?
Right, let's do it Tuesday.
Okay, we're committed. Tuesday we're doing the
I'm thinking we put together we'll have some type of prize package since we locked the SXperts group a few weeks back for the winner of that. Actually, the guy leading it right now is in 6th place, so he might get a grand prize too.
Yeah,
guy
buddy.
or girl, whoever.
Ooh, I like it. All right, well there you have it.
It's been awesome.
Yep.
I'm just listening to this over here. I'm chilling.
It's gone by fast like it always does, but just the way she goes.
Well, thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. Real quick, Robert M., look at his picks there. He's got, is that Tomac first?
I met fast.
Did you?
Apparently.
Oh. Well, apparently he wants fantasy for motocross. He's
been talked about, trust me.
He is ruling the mob right now on these polls. But anyway, from us here at Rocky Mountain ATVMC, thank you so much for tuning in. We have had a blast all year long. Good luck to everyone out there, whether you're in the hunt for the top 10 grand prizes or maybe you're in the running in a group that you've been playing with all year long. If you're in the SXperts group, hey, shout out to whoever's at the top of that list. But anything else, Christian, before we sign off?
The Pilot West just called us out. They're both cool. Just never saw a video of him on a bike.
Of Christian?
No, because it don't happen often.
You've got the B.
I've got the green B.
The green B. He's got the KX
a legendary
250.
thing. I'm more in that UTV body shape right now in stage of life. You find me cruising in that.
I'm on the
green
I'm
B.
on the busted knee life, but dirt bikes are awesome. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you on Tuesday.